Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back to another brand new episode. And today I'm sharing a brand new LUT. And yes, that LUT file is for my Patreon members only. But hold on, you're gonna learn a lot from this tutorial. So if you love sports poster design and if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then please do subscribe. And that turns here's the LUT to cover. So without any further ado, let's dive into the video. Alright, so here we're in Photoshop, and like I said, I'll keep this tutorial very short and simple, and basically it's for testing my brand new LUT. So if you guys are new to this channel, and again if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then please do subscribe. And without any further ado, let's dive into the tutorial. And very first thing, let's start with an artboard, and for that press Ctrl and N, and I'm going for 4x5. And let's keep the resolution as 300, color mode to RGB, bitrate to 8, and let's keep everything as default, and let's click and create. And then right after that, let's create a solid and let's give it a kind of darker color, maybe something like that, and let's rename it as a background. All right, and I have a player cutout image, so let's drag and drop this cutout right to over here. So this image is already a smart object, but if you don't know how to convert that any image into a smart object, then just right click right over here and let's go over here and click on that convert to smart object. So it's a non-destructive way of doing any editing, so that will be very helpful down the line. So let's select this layer, press Ctrl and T, and let's make it a little smaller, just like so. And I'll just keep it in the center. Maybe let's make it a little smaller, just like that. And let's work on some highlights. So let's go over here, add a curve, and let's make it darker, just like so. Let's click on that, clip to layer. So this curve gonna affect this layer only, and maybe some more, just like that. Let's rename it as a highlight, and let's click on that layer max, go to brush, and let's go with a black color, and let's draw some highlights right around here. And before that, let's make the opacity 100%, and let's draw the highlights right around here, and maybe on this side too. Here we go. Let's make the brush size a little bigger. Just like that. Let's add a dab, maybe make it just like so. And let's drop the opacity, let's drop the flow. Here we go, and let's add some highlights right around here, and maybe some right around here. So this is before and this is after. And again, let's add a curve and let's add some shadows. So let's make it more darker. Here we go. Maybe let's drop the highlights too. Let's click on that, clip to layer, and let's fill this layer max with black color. And again, click on that layer max, go back to brush, and let's add some shadows right around here. Make sure the color is white, and let's add some shadows right around here. Maybe let's make this more darker. There we go. Let's draw some abs right around here. So this is before, this is before, and this is after. Let's rename this curve as a saddle. Now let's go over here. Let's add a solid and let's give it a kind of warmer color, something like that. Let's click on that, right click, create clipping mask, and again let's click on that layer mask. Let's fill that white color with black color and go back to brush again, and with a white color selected, let's add some color highlights right around here. Here we go. And let's add some color highlights right around here. Just like that. And let's change the blending mode to screen, or let's change it to soft light. Here we go. So this is before, this is after. Let's make a copy, Control J. Again, right click, create clipping mask. Now let's keep the blending mode as soft light and let's make it a little lighter, just like so. And again, let's drop down the opacity some more, and let's add some colors right around here. Here we go. So this is before and this is after. And now let's drag and drop our another image. So this one, let's drag and drop this image right over here. And let's make it a little bigger. Just like so. And let's make a selection. Let's make a selection right around here, maybe it's on the bottom too. Let's click on that generative fill and let's fill the remaining part. And let's give it some time. All right, I think I like this better. So select this both layer, Control E. Let's merge it. Let's rename it as image 2. And let's click on that layer. Let's select this layer, click on that layer max, go back to brush, and with the black color selected, let's change the opacity to 100%, and let's here's this part, just like so. Here we go. Now let's drag and drop this texture background right over here, and let's keep it all the way to the bottom, just like that. Let's make it a little bigger, Control T, and let's keep it right here, just like that. You know what, like let's keep everything and let's keep it inside a group, Control G. Let's rename it as image 01. Drag and drop this texture on very top. Let's scale it, and let's fill this space just like so. And let's change the blending mode to screen and create a layer max, go back to brush, and let's erase these parts just like so. Here we go. And let's drop down the opacity for the background a little bit, just like that. And let's do some color adjustment. So select this clear image 1, and go back to filter. Let's go to camera raw filter, and from here let's drop down the highlights. Let's increase the shadows a little bit. Let's drop down the vibrance just like so. Let's increase the clarities, and let's increase the textures too, just like that. And from here let's change the hue for red more toward on this side, and let's do the same thing for orange. Let's move it on this side more. And for the luminance, let's increase the luminance for yellow, and let's increase a little bit for red, and let's increase the sharpening a little bit. Let's add a little bit of noise reduction just like that, and let's click on OK. And let's do the same thing for the player 2, like image 2. Select the image 2, go to filter, let's go to camera raw filter, and let's try applying previous setting, and let's increase the exposure just a little touch, just like so, and let's click on OK. So this is what we got. And like I said, the main purpose of this video is to test my brand new LUT. So like I said, the main purpose of this video is to test my brand new LUT, and that LUT file is for my Patreon members only. So if you want to support me on my Patreon, please check on the description list below. So let's go over here, let's click right over here, and let's add a color lookup, and from here click on load, and let's click on that windy Cinetone 01. So just go over here, click on load. So this is what we got. And if you want to change the color tone a little bit, let's do that. So let's go over here, add a color balance, and from here let's move more toward red, just like so, and maybe more a little bit of yellow, just like that. And I want to add a curve too. Let's add a curve. Let's make it a little bright, just like so. And let's add a little contrast, just like so, and maybe lift the shadow just a little touch, just like that, just to get that a little faded look. So here we go. Now let's add a text. So let's go over here. Now let's select this text layer and let's convert it as a dynamic text. And this is very helpful. So this is the new feature added in new Photoshop. So let's double click this text layer and let's change this font to I'll just go with this font, just like that. Let's keep it right around here, and let's keep it under that texture file, just like so. Here we go. And let's change the font color to a little, yeah, just like that. Let's add one more text right around here, and again let's make it a little smaller, just let's convert it as a dynamic text, and let's keep it right around here, just like that. Again, let's change the color to kind of brighter color, just like so. And let's merge everything, Ctrl Shift Alt and E, and let's add a filter. Let's go to filter, let's go to other, and let's add a little high pass. So I will say, yep, just like that. And let's change the blending mode to soft light. So this is how I add that little pop, just like so. And again, let's merge everything. Control Shift Alt and E. Go to filter. Let's go to blur. Let's go to motion blur. And I like to add some motion blur just to give a little touch. So here we go, and create a layer mask. Let's fill it with black color. Go back to brush and make sure the color is white. And let's add some blur right around here. Let's change the flow to 100%. So here we go. So yep, that's the final, and I hope you guys learned something new from this tutorial. If you want to get this PSD file colorlet, it's available on my Patreon. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, then again, please do subscribe. And I'll see you in next video. Till then, you guys take care, be safe, and be creative. Bye bye.